Here's something that might mess with your head a little. Not all debt is bad. I know, we're raised to think debt is always the enemy, but the truth is, some debt can actually work in your favor, and some debt will quietly drain your finances for years if you're not careful. Knowing the difference is one of the most useful things you can learn about money. So, let's get into it. The difference between good debt and bad debt comes down to one question. Does this debt help you build something, or does it just cost you money? Good debt tends to have a low interest rate and is an investment in your future, something that increases your earning potential or builds long-term value. Bad debt tends to have a high interest rate and funds things that lose value immediately or are already gone by the time you finish paying for them. Some examples. Student loans, when used wisely. If a degree genuinely increases your earning potential, the debt can be worth it. The key word here is genuinely. A mortgage is another classic example. You're borrowing to own something that typically grows in value over time. You're building equity, not just paying rent forever. A small business loan can also be good debt if it helps you generate income that outpaces what you borrowed. Basically, good debt is an investment with a reasonable return. Bad debt is a different story. The biggest culprit? High-interest credit card debt. The average credit card interest rate is around 20%. That means if you carry a $1,000 balance and only make minimum payments, you could end up paying hundreds more in interest for stuff you already bought and probably already used. Payday loans are even worse. Some carry interest rates over 300%. Financing fast fashion, takeout, or impulse buys on a card you can't pay off? That's debt working against you. The rule of thumb is, if the interest rate is high and the thing you bought doesn't grow in value, that's bad debt. So what do you actually do with this information? First, if you have bad debt right now, don't panic. Focus on paying off the highest interest rate debt first. That's called the avalanche method, and it saves you the most money. Second, before you take on any new debt, ask yourself, is this building something, or is this just convenience? That one question can save you thousands. Debt isn't inherently evil, but it has to work for you, not against you. This week, take a look at any debt you currently have. Is it good debt or bad debt? Drop it in the comments. Next up, Episode 6, Compound Interest. It's the reason starting early matters so much. Subscribe so you don't miss it.